As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Alright, welcome back to Ace Combat. Alright, so for this next mission, this is the first stealth mission of the game. So what you're gonna have to do is, for this one, there's gonna be radars dotted around on the mini-map. And you have to avoid these like little dots. You can kind of like stay in them for like a little bit, but not more than about 5 seconds, I think. Alright, so for this one, you want to have something with good mobility. Probably take a fighter or a multi-role, like the F-15 if you want. I'm actually going to be using a later game plane that you can get. So if you don't have access to it, I would take the F-14 or the any of the 15s, honestly. You just want like a good fighter. There's going to be the drones again this time, with a couple of ground targets. So for this one, we're going to be taking the Su-47 with quick maneuver air missiles again. Anytime you see those, go ahead and take them. Because it's just, they're generally just a better missile for you to use.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden.
But you won't have access to this one until much later in the game, down the tech tree.
Good luck.
I think you have to have the Su-30, 37 I think it was. Walked behind that.
Formation in the clouds.
So, you want something that's you can make really sharp and quick, easy turns with. If you you accidentally stray off course. There's going to be a little bit of wind for this mission, so you want to be able to just like maintain control. Probably something with good stability too.
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
This still amazes me, like the water effects on that. It's just beautiful. So, so I'm recording this the same day as the previous video, and I've just found out about what's their name? Some, like, again, like, this is a bad year for Twitch, honestly.
Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
Misbehaving, yeah. God. So, I think I mentioned it in, like, God, like one of the Silent Hill videos back in the beginning of the year. Twitch has been being like really, the moderation team is just like complete ass this whole year. So what happened basically is this Twitch streamer, she was streaming, and I don't know how she thought this was a good idea. Maybe it's just like a publicity stunt, but she basically got nude like in front of her her stream, like ass hanging out and everything, and got like only a 3A ban. And there have been people on like the platform that have been, you know, permanently banned for like way less than that. It's fucking ridiculous. And it's just like this on top of like all the shit where like you can't play music now, like over your streams if it's not like video game related music, or not even a video game, anything that's like technically copywritten. So like I guess people could get like, you know, axed for the like playing fucking like Mario shit or something. I don't know, but that and the whole like trust and safety board thing that happened at the beginning of the year with like the chick who actually believes she's a fucking deer.
The first stage of the mission is clear.
It's just like,
don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about
like,
to get
I'm
started.
not under any threat because like I don't make money off of this, and I only have like what 30 people following me, so like this doesn't affect me, but it's like shitty for like everybody else who has to go through this.
We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
But anyway, talking about planes,
Target destroyed.
so let's get back to the Su-47. So unlike all the other planes up to this point, this is one of the more, not sci-fi planes. This one is different in the others, as in there has only been a single Su-47 has been produced. There's only one in the world, and it is not in production anymore. So it's just like an experimental plane. So the Sukhoi Su-47 Berkut made a reporting named Firkin, and Golden. The Russian name for it means Golden Eagle. So what it is it's an experimental aircraft that was initially designed to be a multi-purpose fighter, much like the F-15.
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them. Fox 2,
the Su-47 is like one of the standout things about its design are the forward-facing wings, that kind of angle, 45-degree angle. And what those are for is it helps with sharp turns and maneuvers at low speeds. So it's kind of designed to be a more of a stealth fighter. So like the idea is you fly low and slow to like avoid radar detection, but then you can pick up speed once you're out of range. Just got clipped there. That's like incredible how it missed. So
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
The swept forward rings, yeah, so what it gives you is a higher lift to drag ratio, better agility in a dogfight, you have a higher range at subsonic speeds, it's not very likely to stall out, and you have a lower minimum flight speed, so like what that means, it's basically, like you have to try and stall this thing, like you're not going to do it accidentally. But there's not much, you know, like written about it other than like the specs. One of the main reasons that it was no longer in production, so its first flight was in 1997, and its only flight, and this is like right at the end of the Soviet Union, right? So they're not really producing anything just because of like all the stuff that's going on at the time, like the collapse. You know, all the smaller nations breaking out of the Soviet Union, like Ukraine and like all the former Eastern Bloc countries. It's, you know, selling off all of its military arms and equipment to like make back some kind of money because they're like, it's just like falling apart at this point in like the mid to early 90s.
Mr. Harlan, stay right there!
And the designer, he's still alive, you know, he's 64, Mikhail Aslimovic Pogosyan.
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
So he's still around. Sukhoi, the manufacturer, is still around and has, you know, it's been around since like the 1939, I think. And they're responsible for pretty much every like major, you know, aircraft that Russia has used since World War II. Which they diversified, you know, a little bit more later, and they do civilian aircraft too. You can kind of compare them. They're like the Russian version of Boeing, I guess, where as like Boeing is mostly known for like civilian aircraft and, you know, like airlines. They do produce some military stuff, but yeah, there's not a lot about this one in terms of like real world information. What is weird though, even though there's like a single one in existence, Ace Combat loves this plane. It's like the most widely used plane in, I think, Ace Combat 0 and 4. So like you see a lot of those. You see a lot of these in those games where it's just like a main thing. Like Ace Combat loves to use like experimental stuff and like sci-fi stuff. Like there's I'm pretty sure one of these missions I'll end up using the pulse laser later. Where, like you just replace your gun with laser beams. But yeah, there's like not much to say about this one actually. I mean, other than it looks cool, it's badass, it's got forward pointing wings. Like it looks like something out of a sci-fi movie.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft.
So I've been talking over like the dialogue right now, but this mission we're saving the former president of Georgia, or I think Ossia. No, Georgia. I have a problem with the Ace Combat lore. With like the countries sound too similar sometimes. You got Ossia, Georgia, and Uzia, and they're all on the same continent. And it's like a joint operation right now going on. We're basically this universe's equivalent of the United Nations, helping out the Usians. I'm probably getting this wrong, but it's just like the names that I keep messing up. Like I promise I know what's going on in the story. So President Harling is a character from Ace Combat 5, which this game loves to like make callbacks to.
This one's all mine.
in this like particular like the space elevator map. This is gonna come back later on in the game for the finale.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
But yeah, like just like the Twitch thing, like it's been like it's not affecting me. It's just like kind of discouraging to like watch happen from the sidelines. It's just like I don't understand how a company can like fuck up this bad with just everything.
Without the lighthouse, the harbor, they won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal? Enemy's locked. Gargoyle, change your radio frequency.
Target is in range of guns.
Cause like I mean, I don't want to say that like if like a dude like whipped his dick out on stream, you know, he'd be treated differently. But like I kind of feel that way. Like and it's just like Twitch has been making preferential treatment like this for a while, like recently. Okay, so like they banned a couple words that you can't like say on like in your chat or on stream, and you're like, you think it's like, oh man, yeah, they probably like banned some like racial slurs, whatever, or some like whatever. But no, you can't say simp. What was it even? It's like you can't say simp and so on like something else, which is like, which is fucking hilarious. Like, I'm sorry I'm like complaining a lot on this one, but there's just like not a lot I really to talk about. Like not a lot's been going on with me recently. I've been watching Gundam. I mean,
this is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's
like,
fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson,
you know,
okay?
but I mean, like, I guess I want to talk about it just because, like, you know, I'm getting more into doing this kind of thing. So, like, I guess it's, like, relevant to talk about. But it's just, like 3 days. 3 days you'll get banned for if you have, like, your, like, ass hanging out.
Should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Like, supposedly she was, like, shooting in, like, an OnlyFans thing. And, like, forgot that the stream was on.
Page 2, shut down a bandit.
Alright, so the Secret Service guy is
What's going
dead.
on?
Yeah, Colonel Johnson is not okay.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond!
But yeah, still getting through Persona 5, like on my free time.
Can't protect our objective if
Like
it
that game
sticks
is
around here.
insane.
Now's not
Like
the time to freak out,
by this time I would have
boys.
been
We still got a
finished
job
with
to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
you know, Persona 3 or maybe 4.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Going for it. Bandit on your ass.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that
Yeah,
plane?
that doesn't look. Yeah, you see the smoke on it.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport. UAVs launched from Arsenal
But yeah, I'm yeah, just thinking about like what I'm wanting to do with like the YouTube thing. It's like I said, I kind of want to focus on like Twitch a little more maybe. Like this is just like to upload, you know, the archives if people miss these live.
Oh my God!
You know, since I've got like more you know, stuff going on over at Twitch,
You fired that. It was OG. A friendly missile.
I might like, you know,
Verifying the
throw up
situation.
more
Stop speculating.
like when I'm playing games,
I saw
like
it.
you know,
Mother
some
Goose
multiplayer
1
stuff, some
exploded in
shooters,
air.
and like just
No
put it
one
on
could have
here.
survived.
Because those like one-off videos seem to get more views on here. I definitely want to go back to Dwarf Fortress, maybe look around Adventure Mid a little bit
Trigger
more.
was the closest.
Uh-oh.
UAVs were crawling crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling.
Oops.
It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately.
Bye, Mr. President. Okay, so Ocean. We are Ocean.
Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
When I played this first time, I was baffled. Like, I was like, what the fuck did I just do? Because I thought I, actually, shot at him, It's a scripted event, it's supposed to happen, but, when I first did it, I actually shot at a drone that, got in front of the helicopter. So it looked like I just hit him, on my own and, fucked up. And then, then the cutscene, keeps going, so you're like, oh, is it, an alternate ending? Oh, shit, what did I do?
Probably be a court-martial.
It's such a good moment. Alright, that'll be it for this one, though. I hope you all have a good one.